update. Let me get that together. Oh, that's his real name. Oh, he did marry India. Dirk Devontae. Hey, Money Law. I hope you voted for Spencer Pratt. I see he came to the 60s. He was down there off Crenshaw. I hope you voted. I like Spencer Pratt. And he went to the jungles, Money Low. Ain't watched the jungles. He was in the jungles. Shut. You didn't. I like him though. You got your right. You have every right to do what you feel best for you. But he went to the junk. Did you see him off Crenshaw? He was in the 60s. Mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating White Castle. The worst burgers you could eat. All right, I got to do a celebrity. So let's get into Little Dirk. Had life of Vive. All right, because I got to drop in the. I don't retire now, Money Low. So I can do YouTube all day, every day. Right. Okay. Oh, that's the worst part. So you did see him. Okay. I mean, ain't nobody else going to the hood. I was impressed. And the fact that he was going to the jungles. All right. So it looks like Little Dirk cut his locks while awaiting trial. LaShonda Woodward, the mother of Little Dirk, recently opened up about her son's well being and a surprising change to his appearance. During an appearance on the Victim or Villain podcast, Woodward confirmed that Dirk cut off his signature blonde dreadlocks while waiting trial. The rapper born Dirk Banks has been detained since October 2024. Prosecutors allege he was the mastermind behind a plot targeting rapper Quando Rondo. My son just told me Quando Rondo got released today. He in the halfway house. I got to check that out. Despite the severity of the legal battle and the potential life in prison, Woodward said her son is maintaining a positive outlook during their phone conversations. Every time I talk to him, it's never serious. Woodward said, noting that the rapper is doing pretty good under the circumstances. She confirmed the rumors regarding his head, consistently stating he did when asked if the locks were gone. Excuse me. The change marks a significant departure for the 32-year-old as his hairstyle has become a symbol of his public image during his rise to the top of hip hop industry. Woodward described the emotional toll of her son's arrest, comparing the experience to the grief she felt following the death of her other son, D Thang, who was killed in 2021. And I'm sorry, Dirk sacrificed D Thang. We'll get off that into another time. Right. Well, shit. Right. And how is that possible? He born and raised in Savannah, Georgia. Yes, he is. Hey, Ronnie. Yes, he is. Thank you. God bless you too. So, yeah, but D Thing was a sacrifice. Shit, he sacrificed. Shit, he got many sacrifices. His cousin Newski and Bond. I don't care what nobody say. He sacrificed all of them. Okay, but we get off that on another time because I think I talked about it in the previous interview. She recalled the frantic moments leading up to the news of Dirk's arrest in Florida, explaining that she knew something was wrong when he stopped answering her phone calls. It took several days before the rapper was able to call her and explain the situation. It's like I lost another child, she said. It hurts. I couldn't believe it. She emphasized that the rapper remains dedicated to his children and his hometown of Chicago, even as he fights the federal indictment. Durk has pleaded not guilty to the charges. See, the trial's supposed to start. They keep postponing this shit, which include conspiracy to commit murder for hire and various firearm offenses. The legal proceedings involve five other associates, only the family collective, OTF. You, yeah, in the end, but everybody got karma to pay. Look at all what Diddy did, all the shit sacrificing Biggie and all that. And now look at everybody got to pay for their sins, right? Karma real. Let me see. The legal proceedings involve five of the other associates linked to only the family collective who are also charged in connection with the Los Angeles shooting. What this say? You can kiss my ass. What's your name? You need to be money, Lord. You need to tap her out. And I didn't even mean to show that. And I'm not albino, bitch. I'm black, but I'm not albino, hoe. You don't see me with no sandy hair and all that shit, bitch. You say Lil Durk the new Larry Hoover. Let me time your bitch ass out. Now, how do I put? Oh, thank you, Money Low. Like I can't defend myself. You got me fucked up. Okay, let me see. How's he doing? He's good. Okay. Like I say, every time I talk to him, it's never serious. Okay. Yeah. That's his mother. So he's doing pretty good. And did he really cut his locks off? Yeah, he did. He did. Okay. Because he's been really embracing Islam more now. Way more. Yeah. Yeah. Way more. How do you feel about that? His religion is his religion, and mine is mine. I never judge what he do or how he do it. Never. Yeah, he never. Well, he always on me about mine, but I would never I would never speak on his religion. He doing. He's good. Okay. Like I say, every time. That's his mother. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Little Durk prosecutors are seeking to add more charges before the trial. The trial is scheduled to begin in August. According to All Hip Hop co-defendant DeAndre Wilson, known as OTF Didi, which was his right hand man, requested in a court filing on Thursday to be released on bond ahead of the trial start date. We already know OTF jammed a snitch. I hope Didi didn't snitch. I hope he didn't. The filing stated that defense attorneys were notified by prosecutors that supplemented charges would be reviewed by June 3rd. Among the alleged incidents up for review are a January 2019 shooting in downtown Atlanta. That was the one with Vine, wasn't it? He was dismissed on. So they picking up that. The feds picking that up. And the January 2022 murder of Stephen Mack in Chicago. In the 2019 incident, Durk faced felony charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault, but all charges were dropped in 2022. Right, because they blamed it all on Vaughn. That pissed me off. For the 2022 shooting, unsealed documents pointed to the Chicago rapper allegedly being responsible, although he was not charged. That's because they blamed it on Vaughn. Yeah. The incidents could be used as direct evidence against Durk, who has been in custody since 2024. The case is centered around the alleged murder for hire of late rapper Lil Pop, the cousin of Quando Rondo, who got released today, who it claimed was killed in retaliation for the 2020 murder of King Von. In March, Durk shared an audio update on his Instagram followers about his mental state and improving his patience. I've just been sitting on my heart lately to save the generation, bro. Save these kids. I'm just tired of being a pawn for the culture, entertaining and being ignorant. Well, that's how Chicago made y'all. Mm. There were death threats to the federal judge who won't derail murder for hire case against Lil Durk. All right, let's get into we're gonna do the old videos, then I'm gonna do the new ones. Maybe I should do the new one. I'll do the new ones first. Hold on. Let's get into Lil Durk. Oh, excuse me. This is what damn what's this 607 and DJ DJU, which was Von's DJU. Vaughn had this Vaughn had this aura about himself, this demeanor about himself, that made anybody around him want to be a gangster. Right. So, in so many words, you say he influenced Durk to want to be a gangster. If I could tell you anything, I will tell you that I do feel like Vaughn kind of made Durk turn savage up. Mm. I can see that. Vaughn being a Leo, a strong leader. I can definitely see that. Let me go past this. Okay, here we go. The streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama. Why you branch off when Bond died? Like, what was it kind of like confusing? I heard everybody still was closed like that. Was it kind of like confusing? Why did you just branch off when Bond died? It was really just a lot of hurt and disappointment on my end, a lot of anger on my end. I looked at it like, if y'all let Von die, y'all let anybody die. Y'all let anybody die. You see what I'm saying? And when I watched the video, damn. Damn. Nah, man. It's okay. Okay. Look, stop trolling. It's okay. Because listen, a lot of people be like, I don't know, this internet, this internet, it's like chaotic. Right. Where anything goes. There's no hold bars. Right. You know what I'm saying? That we talk about when we turn on these cameras, turn on these lights, turn on these mics, like, we talk about this for entertainment purposes, but it's really people real lives. You know what I'm saying? And even as I talk to you right now, I'm in the year 2026, and I'm cool. I'm fine. But it reminds me of how traumatic that experience was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so was a lot of trauma, just being attached to you from being attached to them. Hell yeah, it was. Yes. Let me give me some of the drink. So was it like, man, there was a lot that took place that I can't talk about. He dead. It don't matter. What do you mean it don't matter? He dead. It don't matter. Dead, eh? It don't matter. What do you mean it don't matter? How can you take it to the grave when you decide to get it put on your platform and let me snitch on the dead? Just have people get on snitch on everybody. So just because Butter did it mean I'm supposed to do it? Right. Right. I get that. So what can you tell us about Bond that we don't know? I mean, it ain't nothing I can tell y'all that y'all don't know. Y'all know what y'all supposed to know. There's a lot that we don't know. We don't know, was he really a demon like he was? Like, why are we steady trying to discover that fact? We all know that. Right. Was it like a heartless demon, like a demon, a heart that I know, or was it like a demon with a heart? If you could just judge. I mean, folks had a heart for those who he had a heart for. If he ain't had no heart for you, then it's lights out for you. Right. Listen, facts. If he ain't had no heart, lights out for you, right. Right. It's rumored that Vaughn was unhappy with Durk at the time, and he made Durk push his music to a certain extent. That's what I heard. Right? Is any facts to that? You was around. Money low. Yeah, they did. However, I love me some Vaughn. And I think it was very unfortunate because he was whooping Quando Rondo ass. He wasn't going to kill him. All he did was beat his ass. And to me, he couldn't take an ass whooping. I mean, his cousin came to protect him. But that was an unfortunate situation. I love me some Vaughn. I still play his music. And I bet you Quando Rondo don't even know the history of the 60s. I bet you he don't, since he born and raised in Savannah, Georgia. Any facts that was he pressing on Durk to push his music? So look, a lot of people want to push the Vaughn versus Durk narrative. I'm not here for it. Come on. No cap. I'm not here for it. You would never get that out of me. Right. But what I will share with you is Durk was kind of chill. That's a friend. He said he not speaking on some things. That's a loyal friend. I love that about DJ. That's good. One point. Right. Durk and Dash. Shout him out, you know what I'm saying? Like, folks are chilling out. Right. But when Vaughn got in jail. Oops. Vaughn had this
Von had this aura about himself, this demeanor about himself, that made anybody around him want to be a gangster. Right.
He said that again.
In so many words, you saying he to want to be a gangster. If I could tell you anything, Unc, I will tell you that I do feel like Von kind of made Durk turn the savage up. Right, right, for sure.
I believe that.
From Chicago, that been in jail like that is getting out and getting into this strictly into the fame. You think that was right for Durk to bring him straight in like that? You think that was kind of like a well, in that case, the point, Durk ain't really had no choice. Yeah, Durk ain't really had no choice. I understand. Break that down, like J-Man. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Look, I need to know, like, what gives you no choice? Man, you got me in a hot seat already, huh? Hey, how long you been in the game? It ain't even that long. What gives you no choice? Like, what gives you no choice? R.P. King Von. Only a free little Durk the demon. No, ain't no free. Yeah, Durk ain't really had no choice when Von got out, bro. Bro, Von was the real gangster, bro. Like, okay, go ahead. Tell me what you heard. I heard. You got some more water? I heard this. You know, you ain't talking to forget no secret. Okay, look at what I heard. No, for real. This is what I heard, right? And if you're watching this, I heard this, right? I heard that Von got out of jail while somebody did not testify. And whatever happened, now he was in debt. Now Durk was in debt to Von because he was in jail because of Durk's brother. That's what I heard.
Oh.
Durk's brother, yeah. Von was in jail on a murder. That ain't had nothing to do with Durk's brother. What I heard. No. See, you be hearing the wrong shit. So a lot of y'all be hearing the wrong shit. And that's why I don't even entertain that shit or indulge in that shit. Like, so what's the reason? We wrong. He was locked up on a murder. What does that got to do with that? Right, we wrong. Tell us the real reason here. I'm wrong. So what's the real reason? You know I don't. Right? So everybody watching this, we don't know. Plug us in. It's really simple. Hey, look. Why did he have to do it? Why? Why do you have to do something for somebody that's under you? Right? I'm Durk. Nigga, you under me.
Well, it seemed
he was never under Durk.
It seemed like Von was gonna fuck him up, I guess. Everybody was scared of Von. Except for me. I love me some Von.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. How? When Durk got all the connection, got all the money, got all the connection. This ain't got no deals, this ain't got no money. Oh, you saying he was under him like business wise? Always, to me. Nigga, I think that they all listen to Durk. I mean, right, he came up under Durk. But listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
He never trusted Durk enough. He never joined OTF. He went to he wasn't under 300. He was under that book, the same label that YNW Melly was under. The guy with them long dreads was his manager, who was also in on the sacrifice. No, that wasn't 300 Entertainment, but he never joined OTF, the family. Empire. Yep. Thank you, Money Law. Empire. He never joined. I don't think he trusted Durk enough. He did not sign to Durk. He did not. Let me see what DJ you saying.
Listen. I'm listening, but you ain't saying. What's this? 2026? It's 1446. Right. LeBron James. He been in the league since 2003. I'm saying LeBron James did, but that's Kobe Bryant. Come on. LeBron James is arguably the best basketball player ever, right? And when I say arguably, it's because you would either argue Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. Right. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about King Von, we talking about a real gangster, okay? When we talk about the word gangster, that I guess nowadays that's objective or subjective or whatever. You feel me? People got their own different perspectives of it. Right. It wasn't no control.
Now that's a good ass question, Hustle. That's a good ass question. But apparently OTF Vonnie Daddy came out and said that the hit was put out a long time ago on Vaughn, that he went with OTF Vonnie and Vonnie gave Lil Pab some money. He didn't know at the time what it was for. I'm gonna have to get off into that interview. That OTF Vonnie Daddy came out and Vonnie ain't shit. But yeah, did anybody get some money? That's a good ass question.
All in that man. It was either get in line with what he got going on and get the ass point blank period.
See, that's what I said. Now that's what I said. He probably went to Durk, man. You gonna do this and do that, and Durk did it because he did not sign the Durk. He ain't trust Durk. Even when they was on that case, down in Atlanta, that time when Vaughn looked at Durk like, "What is you?" I said, "Look at how Vaughn looking at Durk." Yeah.
Songs like there wasn't no certain people songs. Milo 600. Come on, man. Milo 600 came right here. He said right here, he told me that Vaughn pressed the out of Durk. All right, so listen here. When I was on the plane and I was flying here, and I was thinking about our interview, right. I said if he asked me about Mimo, I'm going definitely that's that topic. No, and I don't want to get. No, you told me Mimo was sleeping on your couch. See, you going too far. That's an interview that wasn't released, so that's between me and you. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't trying to go there with Mimo because it's too personal. I ain't trying to post. You feel me? I'm gonna let him have the internet. Hey, last time I seen that you was on the internet already out of Mimo. And I left it there. That's the last thing we remember. And I left it there. He sit there and just took it. He had to. And that's why I left it there, because he took it like he was supposed to. He didn't antagonize me. He didn't get on the internet and prolong it. He took that on the chin like he was supposed to because he know he was wrong. For real. I didn't say nothing wrong to do. Man, you know what you did there? I said, what did it be? Mimo again? When I interviewed him for the first time and he got on Clubhouse and was lying to everybody, telling them I paid him $10,000 for that interview. That's bogus. Because then started coming at me like, oh damn, what's up, DJU? Mimo said you got him $10. How much you got for me? You feel me? That lie that Mimo told on Clubhouse really did damage my business for a while. Because it really wasn't coming at me like that, bro. And I told Mimo that. And he thought that was funny. And when he thought that was funny, I said, oh, okay, I got something for your ass. Right. And what's that you have for him? That's why you did that too? That's how the interview came out. Right. Because I told him that, when I just shared with you, I told him that before we started filming. Okay? I live in Minnesota. I flew Mimo out from Atlanta to Minnesota. Mimo lived in Atlanta. I flew him out to come get with me so we could do this interview. It was that personally when you did that. Didn't I tell you something on my couch? Yeah. You feel me? So what I'm trying to tell you is, this is the conversation we had before we got on camera. I said, hey, look, Mimo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. With you cool, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But when you got on Clubhouse and was lying to people about how much I paid you for the interview, and telling people I paid you $10,000 for the interview, that got my business for a little minute, brother. Because you had coming at me crazy. And Mimo started laughing. And even when he started laughing, I said, come on, bro, it's not funny. Like, I'm damn near being serious right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to have a serious conversation. Bro, it's a time and place for everything. We can joke, we can laugh, but right now being serious. Right. And he continued to laugh. And so I told him, I said, look, Mimo, that's not funny. And you can't be doing shit like that. Right. You feel me when it comes to business. And Mimo responded to me in a way like,
that's only if you under Jay-Z label. He ain't helping. He the biggest. Jay-Z the big. I should have did Jay-Z. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Jay-Z. He the biggest rap. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna tell you that story with him. Yeah, if you under his label, don't cross him. You see, they blaming him for shooting up Rihanna house in LA. Lil Baby ain't under Jay-Z. This a good part of the interview.
Bro, you know I'm a rapper, bro. You know we gotta what? You know we gotta make it look good. This is what he told me. And I said, don't make it look good on my name, on my business, on my dollar. You feel me? You funny. And so when he gave me that type of response, that built my energy to where I was like, oh, okay, when we sit down and interview, I'm just gonna treat us up. Right. And you did true. Well, speaking of Mimo, he going viral right now. For doing what? For being, they say, 40 years old, dressing, holding guns, and winning like he's 16. Because he's still trying to prove himself to some people that don't give a about him. Let me tell you something.
Facts.
Shout out to Mimo 600. And I say shout out to, no, listen, I say shout out because I know you got kids, bro. And since I became a father, I have became sensitive to that subject. Okay? I was yelling because of how he come with his kids. All his kids in there, right? Right. That's what I with. If it weren't for the kids, it definitely would be You feel me? Right. Mimo is still trying to prove himself to people that don't give a about him.
Facts.
You feel me? The people that once gave a about him no longer gives a about him.
That's a fact.
Why?
Because I can't stand his ass.
Right. You feel me? The way he get on these interviews and be talking like he's so cool, he's so tough, he's so gangster. Come on, bro. We know what's really going on with you. So that's why I was saying before I got off into this rant that I ain't really want to talk about, bro, because I know how bro move. I know how his life is personally. Right. And I'm the type of bro, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit low. Right. I'm gonna come with a low blow. I'm gonna hit you in your balls. Right, right. That gonna hurt, right?
Damn, I might have to watch that whole interview. I am. Now, some people saying Lil Durk coming home
You
soon.
want to support me?
This trenches news, and you know some of his shit be true, some of it don't.
That's how you support me. Make sure you smash that like, follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 3. It's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wretches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra now, food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. Mother Nature could come destroy everything, and now you're homeless. So make sure you get the kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and severe. It's Sunday, y'all. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Remember, CPD can't save you or your local police department, so make sure you wear your surroundings and know where your kids are. All right, y'all. I got one story for y'all on this Sunday. We talking about Lil Durk, who is currently locked up for murder for hire/stalking, and new charges are to be added, according to OTFDD lawyer. Now, Lil Durk called home and said that he will be home. We got to talk about it, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, market, AJ, we hooked it up. Smash that hype button and that like button. I will be going live tonight. All right, y'all. So first story we talking about is Lil Durk, man. Lil Durk said that he's coming home. He said thanks to all his supporters and fans, and that he'll be home soon. Now, I don't know how he gonna be home soon, and he haven't even got granted a bond. His lawyers and Brad Steele them to all the youth out there. If you want to rob people the legal way, go and be a lawyer, man. Cause they robbing people these days, bro. They take pleas and cop outs as they beating cases.
They charge 33%. They need to get paid, especially if you good. Shit, your life is on the line with them. Shit.
And misleading the people. When you plea out to a deal, you haven't beat anything. You pleaded guilty and you can still go to jail. So Lil Durk saying that he'll be home. And I know that's just out of, encouraging yourself and telling yourself that you ain't gonna get life in prison.
Okay, Money Low.
A lot of things, man, that happen that if you telling me that you could just go to court and all these problems would just go away, then man, I don't know, man. But Lil Durk is facing a murder for hire from Chicago. That was the first murder for hire with Marley and AJ. those killers have pleaded out. They pleaded out to murder for hire. Okay, so the case with King Von and AAB Halabass, you got Bezu and you got Lil Durk. All his co-defendants are dead. You know, Lil Durk is alive.
Damn. Damn, and I love Bezu. Man, I love me some Bezu. I was hurt when they killed him, but I was gonna do THF Bezu tonight, but I changed my mind and went to Durk. I'm gonna have to do Vine and Bezu. Cause it came out that said Bezu might have been done in by his own members of THF. I don't know how true it is because I didn't watch the whole video. I'm just saying. It made me sad because I love me some Bezu. Damn. It'll be damn, it's almost a year now. Shit, it might be over a year that he got killed.
They thought that the state's Fannie Willis dismissed the case, but that ain't the case, man. The feds is bringing it back up. And the witness is.
Did I just say that they must be bringing that back up? Because they got off. The feds bringing that shit back up. Von dead. Wow.
Alive. The witness who said they shot him, he's alive and well. And most likely, in order for them to introduce that new evidence, guess who come to court? That witness. On top of that, Lil Durk, Bezu, and all of them. They should have known there ain't be no case when you had a detective get up there and a witness who said she was just standing there with Lil Durk now and described the story that's in the news video. So that's two things. Then you got the murder for hire with Lil Pat. You got a guy who said that he called Lil Durk and Bonnie and told them that where Quando Rondo was staying at. So that's a witness. You got OTL Bonnie who flipped. That's another witness. You got two shooters. One,
Vonnie, the mastermind, and he flipped. These some dirty, dirty people. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's all I'm saying. Get out these streets. If you not a thoroughbred in these streets, don't be in these streets. It's supposed to be rules and regulations to this shit. I'm just saying. Look, I went to jail one time at 18. And I said, oh, they'll never see me again. And I took my ass to college and all that because that ain't for me. Even though that's all I dated was street hustlers. That's it, because that's what I like. But me actually, nope. Because I realized that ain't for me. Nope. And there's rules and regulations to if you're gonna be a part of it. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. And that's real talk.
that ain't got a mug shot. The other one, he just folded out. He folded out. But number two is missing. You know, number five is a lieutenant who recruited the people. He ordered the hitman to go to California. He's missing. And that's somebody that's at OTF that's higher up that can talk to Lil Durk all the time, man. So it's a problem. Then you got the two managers. There's two managers that's the Fed rolled down on. One in Chicago, one who ordered the Airbnb in California for Lil Durk now. You think they finna go to jail, man? Some of these people ain't no felons or none of that. Some of these people ain't signed up for it. And if you gonna be part of a conspiracy, just cause somebody text your phone, don't book none of my flights, and then you lied to the feds and all that, and you willing to go to jail for it? Like some people ain't willing to go to jail for it. So it's a lot on Lil Durk's plate. It's a lot on Lil Durk's plate, and if they get found guilty, Lil Pie Mom getting paid, Stephon Mac Mama getting paid, like they gonna drain all his money. And that's what Drew Nam doing. Drew Nam ain't beating nothing, ain't come across nothing. In fact, I just wanna ask everybody this. If Drew so cold, right? Lil Durk paying all the money, right? Lil Durk is paying all the money because the rest of them ain't paying no millions, right? Why is the people that's not paying millions, that don't got Drew Felon and Brad Steele, why do they got the same results as Lil Durk? Diddy got...
Because they snitching. That's why. They flip. That's why. The fuck that don't take a rocket science trenches news. They flip.
A better chance of coming out on bail than Lil Durk. That's what it seems like. Because for them to even review Diddy bail, it's like they gonna Lil Durk. You know what I'm talking about? So all these people that's missing, that's catching cases every day.
And Didi was his best friend. I'm hurt about that, man. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody.
Still, in the streets committing crimes. Hey, when they get caught, guess who they gonna blame it on? Lil Durk. Now, OTL Bonnie father said one thing, and he said that, basically like they wanted to get caught. It was a part of a script. Bonnie was supposed to do what he was supposed to do, and then he was gonna start playing crazy. I don't think that's the situation at all because OTL Bonnie, he already broke down that he don't got no record and he trying to get 5 to 7 years at the end of the day. He going down to the lowest. That don't mean that he gonna get a child. But Bonnie already broke down his time a week after Lil Durk got locked up. And Bonnie is a very important piece.
Facts.
Direct evidence. Bonnie is direct evidence because
Bonnie was the mastermind of this whole shit. He was the mastermind. He a cold nigga for real.
Purchased everything from the guns to the cars to the mask, and all he got to do is say it's Durk. Now Drew Felon and Brad Steele, they argument could be, oh, you criminals, you lying and everything. Ain't nothing like a person that was there, that purchased the items, and that, I'm talking about admitting that he was part of it, and that you orchestrated it, and now you're trying to scam your way out of it. You're going to jail. So Lil Durk said that he coming home, those just words of encouragement. His daddy had told him. His daddy had said, I told my son, once you go in affairs, it's a beast. It's hard to get out. He said it took him 26 years. And he had a drug case. He ain't even got no murder.
Right.
Stalking, not half the charges that Lil Durk got. Hey, it's one thing for one person to be lying on you, two people to be lying on you. But if everybody, or you got multiple people on the case saying that, yeah, we did this, and we admit our wrong, but he did this, and then AJ and Marley, they gonna be the stain. You think the feds just let them cop out, and they had everything on them, could have gave them life? AJ told the whole story. He told how they got the location, how they end up tracking them, the gun they killed them with, all the people he shot at the Stephon Mac, the millions dollars worth of game, why he didn't pay Marley. You know what I'm talking about? Who paid who? So they needed him for something else. They don't need everybody for one thing. They using everybody as to something else that's gonna connect, that add up everything that Lil Durk been doing. And then on top of his lyrics, man. But we shall see if Lil Durk is gonna be getting out, man, because it's a lot of people missing. And it seems like even his co-defendants, they ready to take a plea because his co-defendants weren't ready to go to trial. If you saying that you innocent and that you ain't do it, you wasn't there, y'all be ready to go to trial. But the feds was ready and they wasn't. See, a lot of bloggers, they get y'all twisted. The feds was ready to go. Durk now, co-defendants weren't ready to go. Lil Durk was ready. Lil Durk was mad because he know that if they keep on waiting, that they gonna study, stack, and stack charges. Stacking charges don't mean that you ain't got nothing. It just sealed the deal. You ain't gonna be able to get out of all this. You know what I'm talking about? The feds is playing chess. Like with the lyrics that Drew kept on bringing up, they really didn't even care about the lyrics. They was just making sure Drew don't dig into the murder for hire in Chicago and start looking into it. That's why they was hurrying up, trying to sneak and get AJ and Marley to plead guilty. And then that's when the lawyer came out. When Marley pleaded guilty on May 20th, The lawyer, DD lawyer, came out. Oh yeah, they're gonna be adding supplemental charges.
Damn, you on to something? He's saying something,
and he think that he should be out of jail, man. Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
damn, you saying something? You saying something? All right, that's the new stuff. Oh shit, here go Jam the snitch shit. I guess I'm gonna stay with the new shit because what we got 40. I got 15 more minutes. Let me see OTL. This trenches news too. Let me just get to it.
And they was arrested by the feds. 4 months later, the feds have put a protective order on their discovery. We got to talk about that. And we talking about Lil Durk and co-conspirator number 5. We got to talk about that, man. Deep cover. And then last story we talking about is NBA Big 10 Trick All-Star J off the street. He's been charged with paralyzed.
You ain't talking about that because All Star JR is from Detroit, and I'm gonna get on that. I was shocked the feds picked that case up and extradited because soon as that shit happened in Houston, he flew back to Detroit because he big in Detroit. He facing 99 years, and he was defending himself, but I guess it was overkill. We ain't gonna listen to that part because you can't say shit about All Star JR Trenches.
Being 10, we got to talk about that. Make sure y'all smash that like button so the video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook, Market, AJ Hughes it up. Smash that hype button and that like button. I will be live tonight, y'all. All right, y'all. First story we talking about is OTF Jam and his affiliates, OTF affiliates that was arrested by the feds after they got into it with Jam. So they got into it with Jam over some females, and they evidently still hitting the females because Jam has disappeared like Carmen San Diego. And Jam had went to Instagram and had said, you know, that he used to work for this guy, for Tone. And he used to work for 30 and all the other guys. Well, he ain't work for him. That he helped them knock off a half a brick. I had shorties now running their operations for them when they came home and they was broke. I don't know how a person was broke and he got a half a buck or got to connect to get a half a buck. But this guy ain't broke though. This guy, they had money for a long time. But after Jam had made that post, you know, seemed like the feds started their operation. And they had busted them. Now, they had a couple of trap houses. They had switches all in their trap house.
What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Why y'all put everything on social media like the feds and the police ain't watching? What is wrong with these young people? That is crazy.
Is wiretap they traps, wiretap the hallways, surveillance, the garbage can area, everywhere. And so the feds, they have put a protective order on their case, so they won't be able to see nothing. And these guys say
so it's not a protective order. They sealed the documents. That's what they did. They sealed the documents. Just say they sealed it. Ain't no protective order. It's sealed documents.
And that jammed through, you know what I'm talking about, the ball in the air, and they dunked it. The feds dunked the ball, man. Now, I don't know why they will still get into it with Jam and he missing or even talk about him. But whoever they was telling about him, they went back and told Jam. Whenever Jam called them and they got mad at them, they told Jam what they said. So, you know, I'll keep y'all updated on that. But yeah, 4, 5 guys have been arrested. One don't got no arm, no arm, 30, Patron, and a host of little people. They got people buying drugs from them all day. They got the servers who serve them.
Well, how is no arms even serving? If he ain't got no arm, what he serving with his feet? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. I don't know.
For them, they on the payroll too, so ain't no business. They probably never see their discovery because they probably take a plea. Not that they gonna tell on nobody, but they just gonna cop out, man, because the feds got everything. When they came, they must have knew that they was under surveillance because they had masks on all the way into the trap, inside the trap. But then when they go into their cars, When they get to their car, they take off their mask. And the feds still watching because they got cameras where they parked at. So, I'll keep y'all updated on that situation though. And then you had Benji Gold, who's from MTV. He said he'll never do what Jam did. So that confirms, a lot of things about Jam that's going on with Jam. Now, Dirk them did laugh, and they did say they did Jam dirty, and they was laughing about it, and Boone was trying to warn Dirk. But Dirk was so high in life and on bull that he didn't even hear Boone say, hey, look, pay them people or they gonna give you up for a penny. Throw your ass in a frying pan. That's what he said. Boomer said to him, the slow Boomer. He gave Dirk some advice, and Dirk didn't take it, bro. But sound like they beat him out on a hit. They ain't pay him. And, Dirk was laughing about it. So whatever Jam do, you burned him, he burned you, man. I call it evil. But yeah, y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the feds putting a protective order out on the guys that jammed through the alley hoop allegedly too. But they said that Jam did. So it ain't no alleged if the people who locked up said, man, we got to a Jam. And then it kind of explains because Jam dropped it January 6th. And then the feds was on the job like 2 weeks later. So they rubbed their hands together when they was like, damn, we got bricks. Get in the comments though. Hey, next story we talking about is Lil Durk and co-conspirator number 5. Now, co-conspirator number 5, he will sink Durk's ship. Co-conspirator number 5 is not just anybody. He's somebody that was around that potentially is a killer, a hitter, and he got a voice at OTF. Not only did he tell the feds that Durk had placed a bounty, but the paperwork say that Durk and number 5 called Jam. Well, Durk told number 5 to call Jam. Call number 2 to come to California. They saying that Diddy recruited the KFC workers, Brown Eyes and Flocka. Flocka, he disappeared. Damn. Paperwork, so you already know what's going on. Damn. Already, and he is short. So it's 2 short. Damn. But number 5 is a very important person. Now, it makes sense. I'm talking about what they saying. The street saying and the members. Due to Lil Ted, he did have that video. He did say he knew about a body. And then that was right after the Lil Pab incident. So I understand where they coming from. And they alleged that it's Lil Ted because they saying him and Diddy recruited the people. I understand that. But I don't think it's Lil Ted. I think number 5 is somebody up top. Somebody up top who be in these videos who got a big name. And THF Lil Law said, yeah, that's Jam Page. He said one thing that covered. He said, but it's going to be some names. Sue said the same thing that THF Lil Law said. He said it's going to be some names that's going to blow y'all away. As if he knew who number 5, but everybody know who number 5 is because number 5 is big. He ain't no little dog. He didn't go on the hit. He just helped orchestrate it, and he gave it up, and he missing. You know what I'm talking about? So keep your eyes open for co-conspirator number 5. Now, it's a lot of guys missing, that's supposed to be in jail, that was part of this murder. If they ain't missing, that's direct evidence, man. It's not hearsay. They was part of it. They helped orchestrate it. They helped plot it. They helped, I'm talking about, get them hotel room cards and everything. They helped, what I'm talking about? So I'll keep y'all updated on that. But watch out for number 5, man. Number 5, too, is deadly. Just as deadly as Vonnie, and just as deadly as Jam. Just as deadly as OTF Vonnie, and just as deadly as Jam. So be looking out for number 5, man. They say it's Lil Ted, man, but I don't know. Lil Ted did disappear. He did cry in the police station. He was willing to get him a body before he got in the police car, and then before he got in the police station. So it's a possibility it could be. But number 5 is up there. Number 5, no Lil Durk. Knowing well for Lil Durk to be talking to him, because Lil Durk ain't talking to nobody else on that. They saying, like, number 5 is Lil Durk, they saying that's his lieutenant. Diddy in jail. They saying number 5 is lieutenant too. So that's a big person. That's part of OTF. Hey, last but not least, we're talking about NBA Ben 10.
No, we ain't.
Yes,
Because you don't know what's going on in Detroit. You in Chicago. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button. Damn, I ain't even get a chance to get to the old little Durk stuff. This is just too much. Well, Hassan Campbell, be aware of your circle because they can hurt you or some shit like that. Everybody flipping. Ain't no honor among thieves. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment.